Reporting Mothership pre-launch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Alignment confirmed. Stand by release control.
All caliper banks released.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away.
It's finally here, guys. Homeworld Remastered. The revolutionary RTS that changed everything about real-time strategy games in 1997, and its sequel, Homeworld 2, in 2003, and it has never looked better. Completely redone from the ground up, including the soundtrack, the voice acting, everything about it has just been completely revamped, and it is absolutely beautiful. So is this new remastered version of Homeworld 1 and 2 worth picking up for a longtime fan? Absolutely. Gearbox has done an amazing job at bringing the graphics and the gameplay up to date with current standards. And not only that, but preserving the original audio and soundtracks from the classic Homeworld games.
This is the Garden of Kadesh.
So what if you've never even heard of Homeworld, you have no idea what you've been seeing, and all you've been hearing me say is remastered this and remastered that? Well, let me try to explain what Homeworld is exactly. It is a real-time strategy game, much like your StarCraft, your Warcraft 3, Command & Conquer, you name it. You start out with a small amount of units, you build up your army, you got to strategize a little bit, what units are good against facing those guys, what they're weak against. You do your strategies, you attack the opponent, and you win the game. But what made Homeworld so revolutionary back in its time is the fact that it is not only in space, but it is in the
3D.
Not like 3D like, oh hey, there's a 3D model, but it is in a 3D world. So for example, while you're facing your opponent in a match, not only could you face them on the same plane that you're on, but you could also ambush them from below or even above them, bringing in some crazy strategies that you can mess around with. So yeah, it's revolutionary, the graphics are pretty, has competitive multiplayer, epic big space battles, but why else should you really get into Homeworld? Well, one of the awesome things about Homeworld was its storyline and single-player campaign. The campaign alone was enough for me to play Homeworld for hours and hours on end, just to see your fleet go from absolutely nothing, fighting your way through the galaxy to reach your homeworld. It is beautifully told and it is absolutely epic. But besides the single-player campaign, the multiplayer has a lot to it. Ever since 2003, the developers of Homeworld have been huge into the modding community. In fact, since 2003, Homeworld 2 has been coming out with active mods to this day. That's right, to this day, Homeworld 2 was kept alive just by the modding community. And right now, as we speak, modders are currently developing tons and tons of crazy cool mods for Homeworld Remastered. One of these awesome mods was the Star Wars mod for Homeworld 2. You could just imagine all the ships and stuff you've been seeing in this video replaced with Star Wars material. Star Destroyers, TIE Fighters, and everything going at it. It is an absolute blast. At the time that I make this video, multiplayer is currently in beta, so there are a few bugs and there are a few kinks that need to be worked out. But they are patching it up and it is looking quite promising so far. Definitely a lot better than what it was at launch. And of course, multiplayer will only get better once the mods for Star Wars, Halo, and Star Trek get released for multiplayer use. You can just imagine the epic Star Wars battles that are going to be happening in multiplayer when they get released. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. I have been a long-time fan of Homeworld since 1998. It was my very first PC game back in the day, and I have loved it ever since. I absolutely recommend, if you've played any of the Homeworlds, if you played Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2, definitely pick this up. You are missing out if you don't have it and you are a fan of the series. If you're new to Homeworld but you've played RTSs in the past, if you've played Command & Conquer, StarCraft, stuff like that, watch some videos on it, watch some streams on it, see if it's your kind of game. It has an amazing storyline, it has amazing gameplay. If you like real-time strategy type games, it is a definite recommendation from me. And really, that's all I got left to say, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Think about Homeworld, give it a shot. It's definitely an amazing game. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you really like my content, hit that subscribe button. I would really love it and appreciate it. Comment down below what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.